For this video, I'll be doing an assembly of this three-tiered plant rack. So got all my parts sitting here, my instructions, so we'll just walk through it step by step. So step one is to combine and build these the actual shelves themselves. So you can see that there's two different ones. So this side has the pins and this side has the hole. So we need to connect these together. So we'll do all the layers first. So just snap that together for one set. And then same thing on this one. Push the pins, snap it together. And then I believe, yeah, we do the same thing for the small shelf. Slide it together, push the pins, snap it in. So that part was easy. The next step is to find the base legs, which will be these, and we'll attach it to the bottom rack shelf here. So to do that, set this over here, grab the pack of screws or bolts, and it's going to take two on each side. So two in this leg to the rack and two in the other leg to the rack. And I don't think it matters which way you turn it. Maybe it does. They're a little bit different size. So let me see. Okay, so it looks like the instructions have it this way. I'm still not 100% sure that it matters, but I'm going to do it how I think it looks. I guess we'll figure out if it's right or not, or if it matters at the end. Okay, so just taking the bolt, sliding it through the hole in the legs, into the rack, starting it by hand to make sure that they don't strip, and then I'll take the Allen wrench that they provided to tighten it down. Okay, so that's one side. Now we'll do the other side. Bolt through into the shelf. Hand tighten it. Do the next one. Hand tighten it. So while I tighten these, I'll start looking at the next steps. All right, so there's our base level. So for the next steps, we have a couple of these weird shaped ones, and then a couple of other straight bars. So let's start with the straight ones. We will slide them on here. You can see that has a tapered side and a non-tapered side with holes that go through, and then we have tapered ones here. So we'll take the non-taper side and put it over the taper side here and line these holes up, because those are the holes we'll be using to screw the next layer of racks into. So that goes there. And then the ones with this curve shape here that I'm going to put towards you, same thing. This tapers back in towards my direction, which will be the back of the rack. And now we take our next shelf, and I'm going to put these push pins facing down like that, so they're not in my way. Actually, I'm jumping ahead a little bit. They don't want me to put the shelf on yet. We're going to finish building this up, I guess. Okay, so now that we have that on, we take these U-shaped ones. Slide that on. Okay, so now you can really see the overall shape and form of the rack. So now we're going to put the shelves on. So just like we did the bottom layer for the racks, grab the bolts, get it lined up, slide it through. And grab your bolts and do the other side. And then the third layer, we'll do it one more time. Okay, so now we have these 8 bolts that we put in, and I have to tighten them now. Okay. The next step, gonna fasten these to the tops up here. I'll set that down so I don't drop it on myself. All right, so I didn't show you, but you probably assumed. Of course, there's holes in the bottom here, and then there's holes that go down through these U-shaped top brackets or holes here. So just sliding the bolt up through and tighten it. Then for the next step, we are going to take the last two poles that we have. The one side also has another push clip or push button on here, and the other one has a hole so you can lock those together. So I'm gonna connect these. And stand up a bit. And then down here, these have these push pins too that connect into these. And actually, I put it on backwards. This part does make a difference. So we back these screws out a bit. And spin it. Okay. So yeah, so the reason these make a difference is because they have these push pins. You have to make sure you have the hole on the inside so they can snap into it. I put this one on the right way, and now I fixed this one. But and then I'm going to say before you actually completely finish tightening these bolts, put your top on first. I'm not sure. Hopefully you can see this whole thing in my camera. So now I'll tighten these bolts down the rest of the way. Yeah, so this whole rack is actually a little taller than I expected, so not completely sure if I have you on my camera or not. Okay, had some help, so I think you should be able to see now. So of course this top bar here is where you can hang things from, so you can easily hang your lights from up there or whatever else. So it comes with these hooks. I'll put them up there for now. There's a big side, a big open side, and then a smaller side. Yes, you put the big side up there. And then the last step, which actually should have been an earlier step, but I failed to do that part, but it's okay, to put these feet on. So just tip this up a bit and screw the feet to the bottom. And the last one. Okay, so I got all those feet in. So you'll notice I had to screw those in. So if your floor is uneven or little humps or whatever, you can just adjust your foot screws to help even it out. So you can take out any rocking in your rack here. So like I said, the rack itself is actually taller than what I thought it was. But I think you can see it all on the camera now. It's really light, but I expected it to feel really flimsy, and it doesn't. It feels much more sturdy than I expected. So I mean, for the price, I think it's really good. I'm super excited about getting it set up and getting my lights and my plants growing on here. So when I get that going, I'll show you and let you know even more what I think about the rack itself. Thanks for watching.